start with you in the environment that you bring that child in. If the environment is negative, then the child's going to pick up negativity. Let's go to the book of Deuteronomy chapter 11. And we're going to spend some time. I'm going to spend a little bit of time because, like I said, this is the first key. The first key is you. That's right. So we're going to spend a little bit of time talking about how you're supposed to be. And then, you know, if you are a parent and you're not this way, you make sure you get this way because it ain't never too late to teach your child the right things. If you're not a parent yet and you're not this way, make sure you get this way. So that when you become a parent, you can be teaching your child things that's necessary and that's needful to their survival. That's needful for them to be blessed. Let's get the book of Deuteronomy chapter 11 in verse 16. God is saying it starts with you. Read Deuteronomy chapter 11 verse 16.
Take heed to yourselves.
Read it one more time.
Take heed to yourselves.
Read it again.
Take heed to yourselves.
Read it one more time.
Take heed to yourselves.
Read it again.
Take heed to yourselves.
Read it one more time.
Take heed to yourselves.
Watch yourself. See, people pop the tape in, they got their popcorn, they say, I'm going to learn how to be a successful parent. And you ain't expect to get hit with this one. Yeah, it starts with you. You thought I was going to sit up here and tell you, yeah, open up the homework book at 9 p.m., sit in the bed at 9:30. No, that ain't the keys to successful parenting. It starts with you. God said, watch yourself. Read that one more time.
Take heed to yourselves.
Come on.
That your heart be not deceived.
That your heart be not deceived. Because you know what you're supposed to be doing. That's why you watching this tape, because you in the truth. So you know that you're supposed to be following God. Period. So watch yourself that you don't get deceived and stop following God and be thinking that that's all right. Read on.
And ye turn aside.
And you do what?
And ye turn aside.
And ye turn aside. Read on.
And serve other gods.
And you turn aside and serve other gods. Read on.
And worship them.
And worship them. Meaning that you're going to start listening to other gods, other ways, other ideas outside of what God the Father had told you. God the Son, Jesus Christ. Read on.
And then the Lord's wrath be kindled against you.
And the Lord's wrath do what?
Be kindled against you.
Give me verse 18. Let's get to the point.
Therefore shall you lay up these my words.
Therefore shall you lay up these my words. Read on.
In your heart.
In your heart. This is supposed to be in your heart. What's supposed to be in your heart? Give me the 16th verse. Come on, take heed to yourselves. Read it one more time.
Take heed to yourselves.
Read it again.
Take heed to yourselves.
Read it one more time.
Take heed to yourselves.
Read it again.
Take heed to yourselves.
Give me verse 18.
Therefore shall you lay up these my words.
Therefore shall you lay up these my words. Read on.
In your heart.
Take heed to yourselves is what God wants you to remember. Watch yourselves. Read on.
And in your soul.
And in your soul. It's supposed to be in your heart and in your soul. Read on.
And bind them.
And do what?
And bind them.
Read on.
For a sign.
For what?
For a sign.
Read on.
Upon your hand.
Read on.
That you may be as frontlets.
That they may be as frontlets. Read on.
Between your eyes.
Read on.
And you shall teach them.
Read it one more time.
And you shall teach them.
Read it again.
And you shall teach them.
Come on.
Your children.
And you shall teach them your children. Everything that you learn, that's what you're supposed to be teaching your children. But what did God say? It starts with you watching yourself. Watching yourself. That's what it's all about. Because the children is going to pick up negativity. Where you think statements like this come from? You got statements in the world, people saying, as the mother, so is the daughter. They say like mother, like daughter. Or they say like father, like son. Or it's even said this way in the world. They say, you definitely are your mother's daughter. Which means you act just like your mother. But what happened if the mother was a whore?
Oh my God.
Then you're going to have the daughter come up, and then you're going to have people coming up. You definitely are your mother's daughter. You know you your father's son. It can't nobody tell you you ain't your father's son. What does that mean? You act just like your father.
That's everything.
So what is God showing you? That the children will learn from you regardless. But what is it that you're going to be teaching them? Is it going to be negativity or is it going to be positivity? Let me show you that these sayings that's being said in the world, they're actually biblical sayings. Let's get the book of Ezekiel chapter 16. The book of Ezekiel chapter 16. And we're going to start at the 44th verse and we're going to read verse 45. Ezekiel chapter 16 verse 44 and 45. Read that for me, please.
Behold, everyone that uses Proverbs.
Everyone that useth Proverbs. Behold, everyone that uses proverbs. Read on.
shall use this proverb,
Shall what?
shall use this proverb
Shall use this proverb. Read on.
against thee,
Against thee. Read on.
saying, as is the mother,
Read on.
so is her daughter.
What it meaning what? The daughter learned from the mother. Whatever the mother's doing, what the daughter's going to be doing. And then you're going to have people come up. You can't nobody tell you ain't your mother's daughter. Because you act just like her. But what are you teaching them? See, God is talking about a woman that taught her daughter negativity. A nation that taught their daughters negativity. Read verse 45. Read that.
Thou art thy mother's daughter.
Read that one more time.
Thou art thy mother's daughter.
Was it not just saying that?
You should say it.
Just saying it. God is saying it. You know you your mother's daughter. You act just like her.
That's right.
Read that one more time, verse 45.
Thou art thy mother's daughter,
Read on.
that loatheth her husband.
Yeah, you just like your mother. Your mother hated your father, and you hate your man. Well, you got and if you got a mother in the house that's cursing out the father, calling him a black narrow butt and all that, then how you think the daughter gonna come up? She gonna come up not respecting men. You understand what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
And that's what God is saying. So should they in that environment, what you think they're gonna be picking up? So we seeing definitely that it starts with you. We seeing definitely why God said, take heed to yourself. Watch yourself. Then you want to beat the kid. Where you get that from, boy? You know where you got it from. That boy got a terrible mouth on him. Yo, yeah, where you get it from? Where you get it from? That girl fast. Oh, really? Where she get it from?
Right?
Ain't she her mother's daughter?
Sure is.
Where she get it from?
From mother.
Okay, so what are you teaching them? To hate their husbands? Read on.
And her children.
You teaching them to hate their children because of the way you dealt with your children? Read on.
And thou art the sister of thy sisters.
Read on.
Which loathe their husbands.
Which hate their husbands. Read on.
And their children.
Yeah, like mother, like daughter. Give me verse 45 one more time.
Thou art thy mother's daughter.
So you don't want to teach these young, beautiful Israelite princesses that God is blessing you with, that's made with sugar and spice and everything nice, to hate their husbands and their children. And go from there and give me the book of Ecclesiastes.